Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we will be looking at a comment on Rachel's TikTok post that is very interesting. Also, we have a picture of Brandon on his phone at NRG, and it looks like he's messaging someone. Plus, someone who was staying next to the Airbnb says that she could hear a lot of noise at 6 a.m. So the first thing we are going to look at is a comment on a TikTok post that Rachel uploaded. So in this post, Rachel talks about content creators and is basically saying that we are all bad people because we speak about the Jay Slater case. In fact, Rachel has said a lot about people making content recently, and here is a story that she posted where she talks about content creators again, but she says that she won't lose sleep over it and that she's not on TikTok to engage in what people are saying about her or even acknowledge them. So why does she keep posting about it then? If she just wants to ignore it, that's fine. But she keeps going back and starts posting stuff about people making videos. Like when the voice note came out, she instantly went on TikTok and posted about it saying that there is more to the story and we haven't heard the full voice note. Which is probably true because it only looked like we heard a quick 10-second clip of the voice note. But if she's not on TikTok to talk about it and doesn't even acknowledge what's going on, why does she keep posting about it? She seems to be keeping a close eye on what's being said, even though she claims that she doesn't want to engage in what's being said. But that's not it, because on the first post I showed you, where she speaks about bad content creators, there is a comment on that post that I'm going to show you, and it is showing signs that her and Jay's family don't speak to each other anymore, or had a disagreement. This comment says, "You don't need to explain yourself, Rach. These people made out you to be the bully and really the damage it's having on your mental health and Brad's. Warren and Debbie should be talked about, not you." The problem with this comment is that Rachel liked the comment and didn't have anything to say. Surely Rachel would just reply saying that no one should be talked about, especially the family, as they are the ones who lost their son. But she doesn't defend Debbie and Warren, she just likes the comment. So why would she do this? Has Rachel had a disagreement with Debbie and Warren, especially after the voice note came out, and it sounded like she was talking about Warren behind his back? Or did they have problems anyway, because you never really know what's going on behind closed doors? What makes me think that is because in Debbie's interview with The Sun, she mentions Lucy, and Debbie says that she can't understand why she didn't go and get him if she had his location. So surely it's the same for Brad, because he could have gone to the location as well. And if Debbie hasn't said anything about Brad, then I'm sure Warren would have had something to say, because he really doesn't seem happy with the whole situation surrounding Jay. The next thing I want to show you guys is this video which is taken at NRG. Now there is something really interesting in this video that I spotted, and it includes Brandon. So as you can see, everyone is filming and dancing, and it looks like everyone is having a good time. But as we get towards the end of the video, you can see that Brandon has his phone out, and if I stop the video there, you can see that he is doing something on his phone. Let's zoom in and take a look at what's really happening. So now we have zoomed in, we can see his phone closer up, and I know it's blurry and you can't see exactly what is on his phone, but to me, it looks like he is messaging someone. It looks like he has sent quite a few messages actually. So who could Brandon be talking to? I know it could be anyone, but instead of being in the moment having fun and filming like everyone is doing, he is busy talking to someone. It seems like Brandon was focusing on something else instead of partying. Maybe he had a business to run, or he could be messaging Ayub, as we know they are apparently close friends. The problem is, you can't see who he is messaging, or what the message says. To be honest, he could be doing something else on his phone, but to me, it looks like he's messaging someone because it is the same layout as it would be if you were talking to someone. It looks like the contact you are messaging is at the top, and you can see that it definitely looks like there are messages on his phone. If you guys think it's anything else and have any suggestions, then let me know down in the comments what you think. But we do have to consider who he's talking to, because it could be literally anyone. I don't think there is any way we can make this screenshot clearer. It is way too blurry to see what is actually on his phone, or what's being said. I just think it's a coincidence that everyone is filming, and Brandon is seen messaging someone on his phone. In my opinion, something just seems really suspicious about Brandon. He is the one who is good friends with Ayub and is apparently the only reason Jay met Ayub in the first place. Plus, he is the only one who has not said a word and isn't mentioned by anyone else. Lucy doesn't want to speak about him, Brad doesn't want to mention him, and Ayub won't mention his name. Not only that, but Brandon's mom even came out and said he doesn't want to discuss the final moments he shared with Jay. He also changes his name on social media and plays a character, doesn't even put a post up to say, "Rest in peace" after Jay was found. I could just keep listing things that don't sit right with me about Brandon. Surely people can see that something isn't right here. Now there is one final thing that I want to talk about in today's video, and that is what was said in this news article. You can see that in this timeline of what happened when Jay went to the Airbnb, you can see that it says, after they arrived, at around 6 a.m., neighbors heard noises in the house. What stands out to me is that they said in the house, not outside. From the video we got from Ayub, you can see that maybe they were being loud outside the Airbnb once they had just arrived. But it doesn't say that neighbors heard noises outside the Airbnb. They heard noises inside. So what was going on inside the Airbnb? Because Ayub says that Rocky went straight to sleep, and after giving Jay a blanket and telling him to take Rocky's charger, Ayub went upstairs and went to sleep as well. So who was making noise inside the Airbnb? If anything, Jay would have been quiet because he didn't want to disturb Ayub or Rocky, especially if he felt uncomfortable being there. Also, if you read more of this article, it says that Mail Online has spoken to the owner of a bar next door to the Airbnb, and she says that she heard people in the house at 6 a.m. Does this mean that there were other people in the Airbnb making noise? Or did something happen between Jay and Ayub when they were at the Airbnb? Also, this seemed to be ignored because so much information was coming out at the start of this case. I believe this is important because someone has said that they could hear noises in the Airbnb, but Ayub claims that everyone went to sleep. So again, Ayub's story isn't adding up. What happened inside the Airbnb? Because there are no pictures of Jay actually inside the Airbnb, and the only images that came out were the ones Jay allegedly posted on his Snapchat, and both of them were taken outside the Airbnb. You don't say that you heard noises. For no reason, something must have happened for this woman to say that. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we will update you as we find out more.